What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James. We in these streets. Really in these streets. You know what it is. It's still work day, but I just wanted to make a quick video. Draft time is here. We all know that. Right around the corner. I'm hoping to see if I might do this show with Boss tonight. Me, Boss, my dog Joe, Brunson, and Smitty from the Eagles, and do a draft show tonight. So that may happen. I just got to see what's up with my son, see if we're going to do this birthday thing. But the main reason why I'm coming on here today is I want to talk about this draft and how the Dallas Cowboys, I ain't saying take the model from the Philadelphia Eagles, but what I am saying is when the Georgia Bulldogs won that draft, when they won that national championship, Eagles went hard and drafted them, and it paid dividends. Nolan Carroll, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Ringo, they went ham on Georgia when they won that national championship. And I believe it paid off because all those players have been important cogs in the last few years and them getting to the playoffs and getting to a championship and winning the Super Bowl, especially Jalen Carter. All right, so I'm out here in Columbus, Ohio. You got it? My job, my store is literally about 10 minutes away from the Ohio State University. You get what I mean? I've been out here in Ohio for a long time now, dog. And let me tell you something. Ohio State puts them out. You feel me? They put them out. They put them out from quarterback to receiver to, you see that? Don't you see that? Niggas want to go off fast. But, excuse my language. But, Cowboys need to take this model. Who won the national championship this year? Ohio State Buckeyes. Okay? They steady keep players coming in and out the NFL. I got a graph that I'm showing you. You'll see it at the very beginning of the tape. Who has had the most recent draftees and success rate from the players leaving college into the NFL. Of course, Georgia was number 1. Ohio State was number 3. They just won a national championship. This needs to be Ohio State draft. Matter of fact, Dallas Cowboys, y'all need to have a farm system because, Ohio State players that play for Dallas Cowboys have done pretty good with the most recent person, Ezekiel Elliott. So what I'm trying to say is, Cowboys, you need a farm system, and a perfect farm system is the Ohio State Buckeyes. I don't know why y'all don't just I know y'all did with Boise State. We remember all them damn Boise State players that was coming to Dallas Cowboys. I ain't saying they didn't have some productive Boise State players, but I'm going to say Ohio State players are better than Boise State players. So you want a farm system, Ohio State, right down the street here, needs to be your farm system because they steady put them out. They steady get the best players. I have 11 where I keep my tabs on all these players that come in at Ohio State, whether they're local or from out of state. I keep my tabs on them because I know a lot of Ohio State people out here. I know quite a few Ohio State players, more so the ones that have played for Ohio State. And I got a lot of connection with people who out here. So they come into the league very prepared. They come in the league ready to play. They come into the league, hit the ground running. So the Cowboys need to take that model right now, and this needs to be Ohio State draft. You got offensive linemen, you got receiver, you got running backs, you got linemen, defensive linemen, linebackers, Cody Simon. We talked about Travion Henderson. You know I've been wanting to draft him. Quinshon Judkins, Ed Buka. I'm cool with that. Talik Williams, I told you I love him. You can get Ty Hamilton. He's a local kid from Pickerington High School, right down the street from my crib. Pickerington picks him out. Pickerington Central, Pickerington North. Jake Sawyer's from Pick North. I used to watch him play basketball when I was calling games. You know what I'm saying? So Jake Sawyer, you could get him in a later round because I don't know if he's going to be hyped like they try to hype him like that. But I always said he's a 3rd, 4th rounder to me. Scoop him in them rounds, I feel great. You draft him early, no. Travion Henderson, that's an explosive back that can just jumpstart your team right now. I know a lot of people love Judkins too. I'm more on Trevion Henderson because I say we need more explosion than that bell cow back that Judkins is. And I feel like he needs more of the offensive line to really make him work, where Henderson is more explosive. But if you got Judkins later on, I ain't going to be mad, but I want more explosion. And then at Buka, I said I didn't want him at 12 because he's more of a clone, and I want somebody different than CD. But if you got him, I ain't going to be mad because he's NFL ready and he's going to hit the ground running. He is going to improve your team. He is going to be a very good player in NFL. I just don't want to do it at 12. I think that's too rich. Give him to me at 18 to 20. I'm feeling great about that, and let's roll with it. You get what I'm saying? Offensive linemen, the Jackson, McLaurin, they got a plethora of players coming out this year. The record was, I believe, 15 draft picks in 1 year, and that was by Georgia a few years ago. Ohio State can match that. I remember when they had that year when they won the national championship against the Hurricanes, and all them first rounders was in there from Miami and Ohio State. Dog, Ohio State puts them out. They put them out. This needs to be the farm system. You need to make this happen. I'm going to show I'm going to show the stats of how they're producing in the NFL. I'm going to show how many are draft eligible. And guess what? There's been quite a few Ohio State players mocked to the Dallas Cowboys this year. And in my opinion, this is one of the things that definitely needs to happen this year. If you're trying to have a successful season and you're trying to build through the draft like the Cowboys said they love to do, they love to build through the draft, and that's their motto. Well, this is the year. Take the page from the Eagles in that. All right, we back inside the Outcome streets, but we back in these work streets. So, as I was saying before, this is a Ohio State draft year. Y'all need to make a farm system, Dallas Cowboys, with these Ohio State Buckeyes. And y'all really need to be very advantageous, if that's the word, on having a Ohio State draft this year. They won the national championship for a reason. They went on a crazy run in the playoffs, beating Tennessee, beating Oregon, who that was a ravine game, and they smashed them. You feel me? You beat Texas, like you went on a crazy run, especially after they lost to Michigan. Everybody was talking about getting rid of Ryan Day. Then they go through it and do what they did, and a lot of their stars stood tall. And I forgot JT Thomasula. I forgot about him. He's a sneaky pick too. He nasty. You feel me? So they got a lot of players this year. Like I said, defensive ends, defensive tackles, offensive guards, centers, running backs, receiver, linebacker, cornerback, safety. They got it all this year. They could really tie the Georgia Bulldogs of having 15 players drafted in the 2025 draft. So if that's the case, Dallas Cowboys, this is the year that y'all need to load up. And y'all need to get on the national championship Ohio State Buckeyes this year. And you need to get at least 3 of them. In my opinion, you need to get at least 3 Buckeyes this year. At least 3. I don't know what form are you going to get them, but you need to get at least 3 Buckeyes. You get what I'm saying? You can get the Ty Hamilton from the local kid from Pickerington in the 6th or 7th round. Because they talking about he may not. So that's a defensive tackle right there. He's about good 315. You can take that. You can get a Cody Simon linebacker on the late. You feel me? You can get Judkins or you can get Henderson. You may get a Buka. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if you can get a Tyleik Williams because they're talking about getting him in the 2nd round. And I think he's going 2nd round. Remember I told y'all he's going to go 2nd round. They're talking about maybe Buffalo might snatch him at 30. So I think he may not get caught. I feel like the Cowboys are targeting more the Alfred Collins. But, man, I would love him. But, once again, better come out with at least 3 Ohio State Buckeyes this year if you want to be prosperous in this NFL 2025 draft. Listen what I'm telling you, Cowboys. Listen what I'm telling you. You draft these Buckeyes, you're going to prosper immediately. Trust me what I tell you. This needs to be your farm system. Year in, year out. You need to send multiple scouts to the Ohio State University because they steady putting out. Look who they got get ready to come up. You've seen Jeremiah Smith. You've seen them dogs. They got more dogs coming in. Make it happen, Cowboys. Ohio State Buckeyes draft. This needs to be it. Farm system, Ohio State. I'm saying it again, saying it again, saying it again. This is the year. Get them Ohio State Buckeyes. OH, make it happen. Big Game James. Tell me what y'all think. Peace.